are prepared to break the silence, I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge.
Hello everyone. Please do like this stream, and the event will start at 7:30 sharp, and we'll be watching it here together. And please do tell me what you guys are expecting from this phone, like what features are you expecting, what pricing are you expecting, and everything. So please do like the stream, and the event will begin shortly, and I'll be giving a live reaction sort of thing to what this phone comes with.
Give me all you've got if you're prepared to break the silence. I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lions.
So a quick introduction to Kalpi here. So he's basically the co-founder of Nothing, and he was previously working with OnePlus, and he later switched to his own company, which is Nothing, and he's the co-founder and the CEO of Nothing. And so he was previously working with OnePlus, but the direction of OnePlus changed quite a lot. They did uh, make a lot of really good phones, but now we don't have such phones available. Like you might know the OnePlus 5. It was a really good phone with a really killer specs, but the OnePlus 9 and the recent phones are almost till the flagship pricing. So yeah, they don't make sense as much sense they used to make before. And this is the first product from Nothing, the Nothing Gear 1. And so today we might see an upgrade to this as well, the Nothing Gear 2, and obviously the Nothing Phone 1. So we'll tune into the stream shortly. So please stay tuned, do give a like, and you can even subscribe to the channel if you like. And we'll shortly start in some time.
Can you show me how to feel? Prepare to break the silence. I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let
where connected devices and appliances speak in their own silent language, opening the door to new social pleasures. An imaginative and inspiring time where we shape tomorrow together, and every voice is valued and heard. Yes, the future looks tremendously bright. A seamless society as happy as music. One that's open, exciting, and keeps us guessing what's next. But if it doesn't turn out the way we hope, just remember, it's in our hands to get it right.
We've all experienced the gap between the future we were promised and the one we're living in now. Today's product systems are dull, closed, and isolated from the people who use them. But there's still time to fix it, to find our way back to that future we envision. How? First, momentum. Tech used to excite us. I was the first kid that I knew to get the Walkman, the iPod, the iPhone. I was there with the first Android smartphone, the HTC Dream. And I was hanging out in these online communities, discovering how to hack and mod these incredible new devices, fascinated by how to get the most out of them. At the same time, the consumer internet revolution was swelling. Suddenly, everyone could be a part of creating content. With blogs, Facebook, YouTube, this world utterly absorbed me. It felt like everything was possible. But today, all that excitement and all that possibility around tech, it's gone. And what have we got instead? Skepticism, apathy. Tech companies aren't on the consumer side anymore, and no one's innovating. Nothing wants to change this perception of tech, to bring optimism back so tech can stand for progress again, excitement, a better future. But this wasn't a popular idea. This is what we've been told over and over again. And I get it. It is crowded. It is tough to stand out in the market, and we are picking fights with trillion-dollar companies. Plenty before us have tried, and plenty more have failed. So there's all of that. And then there's responsibility. Because I believe it's something bigger. I believe that history has chosen us. The market timing is right for nothing. Our resources are right. Our people are right. We've assembled this team of unprecedented talent. And looking around, if not us, then who? And if we don't at least try, consumer tech stays stagnant. And that responsibility terrifies me. But if we succeed, our impact might just inspire others to believe in themselves, to act on their big ideas. to be optimistic, and that's why we have to do this. Let me update you on Nothing. First, our team is ready. Nothing is now 300 people across 6 countries. We've deliberately hired diversely with talents from design, fashion, and tech industries. Nothing is also becoming a gathering ground for dissatisfied tech industry veterans who are hungry for change. Our supply chain is ready. As an unproven startup, this was always going to be our biggest challenge. Everyone told us we'd never nail it, especially in the midst of a global pandemic. Then we had one of the biggest incumbents in the world blocking us, pressuring suppliers not to work with us. But despite all that, we're ready. We found incredible partners including Google, Samsung, and Qualcomm, and we're building our product ecosystem on the Qualcomm Snapdragon platform and working hand in hand with their engineers to deliver a better experience to our users. Once again, I want to thank all our partners for their faith and support in us despite the pressure. And we got capital. When I first started raising money for Nothing, my slides were so bad, a friend told me we'd raise money easier if I didn't present the deck. So despite that, and despite having only made a pair of earphones, we raised over $140 million to date. This is the rocket fuel to power what happens next. We couldn't have done this without the support of true believers in Nothing. So I want to say thank you to Josh Buckley at Hyper for writing the first ever check without needing to see any material. And thank you to Tony Fadell at Future Shape for challenging us to really think about our target audience. To David and Tom at GV for leading a smooth Series A during a very stressful period. To Future Capital and Galrong for your conviction and for being our biggest Series A extension checks. To Ted and Ben, our recent Series B co-leads at EQT Ventures and C Ventures, for your unfailing belief, and to our community. We knew from day one that if we were to have a chance of building a generational company, that it had to be done with our community. That's why we wanted them to be shareholders as early as possible. We opened up for community investing in March 2020 and raised $1.5 million within a minute. That speed was mind-blowing, and we broke records. People invested with their own money and a whole lot of blind faith. And because we were afraid of our product roadmap leaking, all we showed them were a few slides with Pokemon product code names, nothing else. So if you're watching this, thank you. We're building your company. We launched our first product half a year ago, the Nothing Year 1. The market needed something new amongst the sea of sameness, something different to the industry's gold standard, Apple. Instead of cold and white, we made the Year 1 human, fresh, timeless. We've now sold nearly 500,000 units in half a year. And for context, the first iPod sold 400,000 in its first year. Year 1 already sells in 40 countries. We're in iconic design and fashion retailers like Selfridges, StockX, and Kith. And critics love the Year 1 too. It had incredible reviews from journalists at Forbes, GQ, Wired, Hypebeast, and more. We're humbled by the reception to Year 1. It really beat our expectations. But that was all last year. That was a warm-up, getting us ready for this. We are not an audio company. So many people have given me feedback about developing an audio company. I've had to hold myself back from revealing that that's not what we are. But now, I don't have to hold back any longer. From the very beginning, the Nothing vision has been a world without barriers between people and technology. What does that really mean? It means this. We're building the most compelling alternative to Apple. If you want products that connect and work seamlessly together, the only choice is Apple. The MacBook, the iPhone, the iPad, AirPods, they all work together the way you want. Yet as soon as you leave that ecosystem for a Windows PC or an Android phone, it breaks down. There is no alternative to Apple. This means that consumers don't have a choice, and innovation slows down. And that's not right. That's why there's Nothing. Nothing's product ecosystem will be different and open. Our ecosystem will consist of both Nothing products and products from other world-leading brands, created to effortlessly integrate with each other. This is the start of an open and diverse product ecosystem that gives people real choice. A choice to use your favorite brands instead of being forced into a closed range of products. So, you've heard about our real vision and our ecosystem plans. But there's something we haven't shown you yet. What's going to power it? Naturally, the internet has been guessing. Now, I can finally reveal what it is. This product is one that we spend most of our time with, our main gateway to the web, and to making connections with others. We're incredibly excited to announce that, surprise, surprise, we will be launching a smartphone, the Nothing Phone 1. It's going to be the beating heart of our product ecosystem. Remember that first iPhone launch? Overnight, we moved from physical buttons to capacitive multi-touch screens. That was a huge leap in innovation. And then came the App Store, which completely redefined our relationship to smartphones. But where's innovation now? Every year we get a bigger screen and the camera positions shift. But that's about it. We get iterations, not innovations. The vision has gone. Smartphones used to excite us. Now, they're mundane. But I'm excited. I'm excited with what I've learned so far in the smartphone industry, pioneering online sales, cutting out the middleman, and delivering better value to users, creating communities and building better products with our customers. And I've already shown once how a small team can challenge Apple. I took a little break, and I'm excited to be back again. We hope that the Nothing Phone 1 is the wake-up call that the industry needs. We're not saying we're going to fix the industry with just one product. We want the Phone 1 to mark the start of change. We're really excited about working with Qualcomm and their innovative Snapdragon platform to fuel Phone 1's powerful and energy-efficient experience with fast connectivity speeds. And design-wise, it's unlike anything you've seen before. Let me show you. You might not get it just yet, but trust me, it's stunning. But it won't just be the unique hardware that makes the Phone 1 stand out. Now, let's move on to something I know a lot of you will want to hear more about. The operating system, Nothing OS. It's the best of Android, combined with our iconic design language, the hub for a digital life. We started by keeping what you love about stock Android, and removed the bloatware. Why duplicate the great apps that Google has already made? Nothing OS will also be fast and smooth. It delivers the optimal processing power and RAM for the exact app you're using, while learning from your usage. By caching in the RAM, the apps used the most will launch faster, and the apps you're not using but take up resources in the background will be closed. In simple terms, that means your apps will load and close super fast. But what's speed without a smooth experience? We've unified the graphics between different screens so every interaction feels seamless. There's a high level of design consistency throughout the system, and we used stripped-back, minimal animations, so you're not distracted by things jumping all over the place. Here's an example. The clock and top widgets are kept in the same place across the AOD, lock screen, and home screen, so it feels continuous. The thickness and contrast of the font gently changes as you transition from one screen to another, and the result? A smooth and uniform experience that's uniquely Nothing. And updates. Phone 1 will come with 3 years of OS updates and 4 years of security updates. Next, let's talk about design. Our software was designed together with our hardware and our brand, and not separately like with other companies, so everything feels totally unified. We give our OS bespoke fonts, colors, and graphical elements that all speak our unique visual language. One example here is the weather widget that uses the same dot matrix font as our logo. And look at those animations. About design, we like to balance what we call raw technology with human worth. I think our voice recorder is a great example of that. We gave it a playful twist, so not only does it look cool, it also has an interactive analog tape reel that can be used to adjust playback speed. Sound is also an important part of design that often gets neglected. Here, we wanted to find the right balance between raw technical sounds and more familiar sounds we might have heard before. We took inspiration from Morse codes, oscillators, and digital watches. It's still in development, but have a listen. Finally, Nothing OS is the foundation of our open ecosystem. Connecting to your other devices, including devices from other brands, will be effortless. You can quickly access Ear One settings and features through quick settings or the home screen widget. And we're also building support for your favorite non-Nothing products, like AirPods and Teslas. So if you like what you've seen, we'll be releasing the Nothing OS launcher in April, which will be available to download and install for select smartphone models. Stay tuned to our social channels for updates. Phone 1 is going to be a breath of fresh air to the sleepy smartphone market. Its design and user interface will really be something else. And we're building Nothing OS as a product that we'd be proud to share with friends and family. The whole team is super excited for you to experience it later this summer. The Nothing community is everything. We're a community-guided company on a community-guided journey. I believe that in the future, the distinction between companies and their users will disappear. And that's what we're building towards. We want everyone to play a part in Nothing and our financial journey, and share in any potential success. Not in a couple of years or if we go public, but from the beginning. That's why we're thrilled to be opening up the ability for you to also invest in Nothing. Our first community investment round closed in less than a minute. Last time, we only had $1.5 million available. This time, we have $10 million available to make sure that more of you will get a chance. But please keep in mind that, as with any investment, there's a risk to your capital. So only invest what you can afford. To learn more and register your interest, visit nothing.tech. You heard a lot about Nothing today. What we're actually up to, the Nothing vision, our ecosystem, and Phone 1. I hope you're excited about what's to come, and we can't wait to build it together with you. So let's go.
सब्सक्राइब कीजिए टेक्निकल गुरुजी चैनल।
I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? prepared to break the silence, I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees, and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees, and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge. Give me all you've got if you're prepared to break the silence. I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees, and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge.
Hello everyone. Please do let us know what you were expecting from this event, and but We didn't see any phone today, and it was just a teaser for the Nothing Phone 1, which might launch in April or May. And the founder even talked about the funding they received recently and everything related to that. So they have closed a total funding round of $150 million till date, and they would be using that funds to drive their innovation. Also, apart from that, they will be partnering with the Qualcomm Snapdragon in order to build the phones they would be making. We also got to see about the Nothing OS, the OS which will be used inside the phone. So guys, please let us know what you expected from this event. Though this event didn't give us what we expected, like we expected to see some pictures of Nothing Phone 1, but we didn't get to see anything like that. But we do have some images for you, and we'll just show them to you. So these were some of the leaked images. So these are the concept images and not the real images. And so if Nothing Phone 1 looks like this, it would be a really great and an amazing phone to look at. And if any one of you follows Jerry Rig Everything, he also does the transparent back phone thing, which makes the phone look really great. So we might expect a similar look from the Nothing Phone 1, which will come with Nothing OS, and we feel it should be similar to the Oxygen OS, which used to come in the previous OnePlus, like the OnePlus 5 and all. So what do you guys think about this, and how do you feel about this event today? Please do let us know in the comments.
Give me all you've got if you're prepared to break the silence. I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees, and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge.
So this was one of the leaked images of the Nothing Phone 1, and you can see the founder holding the phone. So it looks like the phone is the Nothing Phone 1 itself. So we are not sure about what it is, but yeah, most likely this is the Nothing Phone 1. And what we can see as of now is that Nothing is hyping this phone a lot. Like, we have a lot of leaks coming every 2 weeks. We got the first leak about the Qualcomm Snapdragon partnership. Then we got this leak, which showed a image of the Nothing Phone 1, though it is not clear at all, but we got a leak. And even this event was more like a leak, and it didn't really show the phone. It just created a hype for the Nothing Phone 1. Though we are still very excited for this phone, and it would be a very different phone, something similar to the lines of OnePlus. Even OnePlus was a similar brand, and we had the same co-founder here as well, Carl P, who was in the making of OnePlus, and he later left OnePlus to form Nothing. So expect something similar. So this is the design, the transparent back design. It really looks great, and you might expect to see this be a reality in Nothing Phone 1. Since we did get the transparent design, so he's Kalpi, the co-founder of Nothing, and he helped Nothing raised a lot of money, and he's working towards making Nothing even a better brand. And this is the Nothing Year 1, which was launched last year, and you can see the transparent stem here. So we expect a similar kind of back design for the Nothing Phone 1. So guys, please do let me know, what do you guys think about this? Like, do you feel a transparent phone would be good, or if it won't be really that great? Do you think Nothing One should be a transparent phone or not? So please do drop in the comments and let me know if you feel the transparent phone would make a much better look and much more sense.
Sunshine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees, and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge.
Also, we might see the Nothing Phone 1 in April or May. So it was obvious that it won't be launched in March. It was more of a teaser, which was scheduled for today. But the phone would be launching in April or May, mostly by May. And I think Nothing is waiting for other brands to launch their flagships. So Lockheed, the phone will be launched in April or May, most likely. May should be the end time, and May should be for sure. We'll have the phone by May, and this is, once again, I'm coming to the design, since I really like this render, and even a lot of you guys might like this render. So this render was really great. So once again, he's Kalpi. He left OnePlus to co-found his own company called as Nothing. Yeah, Surya Teja, you are right. It will be launched in summer of 2022, which is April, May for sure. So today was just like a teaser, and I think it was just to make a better hype for the phone. And for the price range, I'm expecting it to be priced competitively like the previous OnePlus we had. So we earlier used to have OnePlus 5, OnePlus 3T, all for the range around 25 to 35K. So Nothing being a different company, and since they are even planning to launch it with Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, it might come around 35,000 to 45,000. That is what I'm expecting. And the price Surya Tej mentioned, even that might be the true price, but I'm expecting it around 35 to 45K. And Shijit, for the operating system, it will be coming with it will be coming with Nothing OS. Sorry, I mentioned Oxygen OS. It is Nothing OS. So Kalpi just teased about the Nothing OS, and so that would be the OS coming inside it. And there would be a lot of different things in Nothing OS. He mentioned about the color, look, and feel of the Nothing OS. So we can expect a similar tuning level to the Oxygen OS, though Oxygen OS is now moving back to a color OS kind of thing. So we can expect Nothing OS to be a very different operating system, similar to the lines of Oxygen OS. Srijit, it is based on Android OS itself, though he didn't mention it clearly, but from the previous leaks, we came to know that it is based on Android OS. So you can expect it to come with Android OS. And going towards another OS or making their own OS won't be a good way to go as of now in 2022. As you can even see the how Huawei and other brands are doing, they are not really doing great with their own operating system. So I feel having our own operating system won't make much sense in 2022. It would be better to have a custom skin like Oxygen OS on top of Android. That would make the best sense. Yeah, Suryatej, I do believe what you're saying is absolutely correct. But yeah, 40K would be a really great price for Nothing Phone 1, and I'm really sure it would just sell off quickly if it comes with Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. So yeah, this is what it is. Ravindra, the Nothing Phone 1 watch was supposed to be teased today and not launched exactly. So they didn't launch Nothing Phone 1. They had a very short stream of 35 minutes, and the stream then ended. And they basically teased the Nothing Phone 1, and they teased the Nothing OS, and they also mentioned about the funding they have collected till now and how they will be using that funding to make the company even bigger and bigger. So we might see the phone in April or May. By May, we'll most likely have the phone in India. So you can take May as the buffer. The price would be around 40K. I'm expecting it might be even closer to 35K. But yeah, you can take 40K as it. Yeah, Mo, you are absolutely correct. So what we have been seeing is that nothing is trying to build up a hype. So we got this leaked photo 2 weeks back. So they were basically trying to hype up the phone. They wanted to be on top of the news. Before that, we even see a Twitter tweet from the co-founder itself saying that they'll be partnering up with the Qualcomm Snapdragon to have their own processor. So that is the way I think even nothing would proceed. Like they even mentioned today that they will be switching to the Qualcomm Snapdragon. So they will be continuing with Qualcomm Snapdragon. And since it would be a flagship, I am expecting it to come with Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. Thank you, Ravindra. Thanks a lot. Please do like and subscribe the stream, and I'll stream more of this. So please do follow for more updates. And I have a lot of videos on Nothing Phone 1 as well. So please do watch them, and you will be having a much better idea of when Nothing Phone 1 will be launching. And I will be providing regular updates regarding the Nothing Phone 1. So please stay tuned about it. You will get all the details about the Nothing Phone 1 for sure. So the one thing I feel Nothing is going towards is the OnePlus like theme. So just like OnePlus was a flagship killer. So here you can see an image of OnePlus 5 along with iPhone 7 Plus. So OnePlus 5 was designed in a way to kill flagship at a very affordable price. But as you all know, that OnePlus is now moving towards a flagship level and not a flagship killer level. So similarly, we feel that Nothing Phone 1 might come with the flagship killer specification at a much lesser price. So even Nothing Year 1 was a great earphone for 5999 for which it launched in India. It had ANC, which was never heard before in that price range. Though the ANC wasn't that good, but it still had ANC for namesake at least. So that was a good feature. The design was absolutely killer for 5999. So we can expect a competitive pricing strategy from Nothing once again. And since it is their first phone, we can be sure that they will be highly competitive for the pricing. They won't let the pricing slip away. They'll make sure to give a tough competition to MI 11 T Pro, which was recently launched in India, OnePlus 9 RT, and yeah, the Realme GT Neo 3. So these are the phone I think it would be competing with around the range of 35, let's say 40K. That would be the ideal price range. And I feel it would be the cheapest phone with Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 as well. So currently the cheapest phone with Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 is Moto H30 Pro, which sells for around 45,000. So what do you guys feel about getting a phone with Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 under 40,000? So can you guys just comment about it, like would it be great to have such a powerful phone at that price, or are you worried about the heating that comes with Snapdragon 8 Gen 1? There's a lot of heating issues coming. Shrijit, we didn't see any update about Nothing Year 2. So I think Nothing would stick with Nothing Year 1 until the launch of Nothing Phone 1. We might see Nothing Year 2 with Nothing Phone 1, most probably. But today's event was more focused on telling about the Nothing Phone 1, hyping about the Nothing Phone 1, and telling about the internal company updates, like the funding they received and how they are working on it. Yeah, so I think that was the focus for today, and not actually launching anything. It was more of a news status update of what is happening inside Nothing. And yeah, so Nothing was shown on Nothing events. Yeah, that's absolutely right. We got to see Nothing today from the Nothing event. So that is a really good way to say that. Like, if you tweet something like we got to see Nothing on Nothing Phone event, that would be a great hype line. So yeah, I think Nothing is targeting that kind of marketing where they're trying to think of spreading the word Nothing. Since it is their first phone, they really do need a lot of marketing. They really do need a lot of marketing to raise funds further, since mobile building and mobile manufacturing costs a lot. So I think, yeah, that would be the way they might be looking at, to invest more to make a lot of people being to attract a lot of people towards Nothing as a brand, to attract a lot of investor towards Nothing as a brand. So yeah, already the hype is really great, and we'll continue to see such a hype in next coming few months as well, since I don't think the launch is at least even a month close. It would at least be more than a month or two for the phone to be launched. So you can expect more leaks, more hype coming in for the few weeks. So you can be prepared for that. So that was almost everything about the Nothing Phone 1. And what do you guys think of OnePlus switching to Color OS? And do you think this would be a major letdown for OnePlus, and people might switch to Nothing Phone just for a Oxygen OS like OS, which is Nothing OS? So what do you guys think? Do you think Nothing OS would justify something like a Oxygen OS? So please do let me know in the comments. So even the co-founder Kalpi, he's very into this industry, and he's heavily focused into mobile manufacturing, mobile design, and everything. You might have seen him in some of MKBHD's video where he introduced about the OnePlus, I think Nord, when OnePlus Nord was launched, but he later left the company to found his own company. So I think a lot of power, a lot of creativity power were taken away from him. That might be a reason. So what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about this event today? And what are you expecting from Nothing Phone 1? And please do let me know what phones are you currently using, and what phones you might switch in near future. Like, what is the processor you are looking at? What is the usage you are looking at? Do you play BGMI? Like, you can do drop down in comments. We can take that comment and let's discuss on that as well. Like, would that be a great, which phone you should switch to? That would be great. And you all can, if any one of you wants an advice on buying a new phone, you can drop me email at this. So you can drop me an email at techdictive@gmail.com, and we can take that further. Like, if you want to buy some phone, we can discuss about which phone you want, what is your budget, and everything would be for free. So you can just drop me a mail and we can take it forward from there. Ryzen, so yeah, you told that I don't believe in anything, but I believe in nothing. Yeah, so which is same as anything. Yeah, so that was a lame joke. And yeah, so yes, Guys, please do let me know what do you feel about today's event. Until then, you can enjoy our slideshow with some background music.
Give me all you've got if you're prepared to break the silence. I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge.
Guys, so please let me know if you think you will be buying the Nothing Phone 1 and what price are you expecting the Nothing Phone 1 to come at, and what is your current phone and which phone you are currently using, and what do you think Vault OP. So the processor should be most likely the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 since it's a flagship phone and it should be flagship killer. So we are expecting a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. Or at the very least, we can expect a Snapdragon 888 because Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 is having a lot of heating issues. So yeah, that is one of the other processor you can think of. So either the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 or the Snapdragon 888, either of these two. The price is expected to be around 40,000 to 50,000. It will have to be very competitive in order to beat other phones at that price range. A price of 70 to 80K won't be practical for Nothing as it is their first phone. And if they are not competitive now, they might lose the market initially. So you can compare nothing to be similar to the original OnePlus, the OnePlus which was launched way back in 2014, I think. Yeah. So it is similar to the OnePlus One, which launched back in 2015, 2014. So I think they would be taking a similar route. They will be launching products at a very low and competitive price, and they might increase the price later down the road. So yeah, that is one of the things you can keep an eye on for nothing. Like this should be a flagship killer phone at a flagship killer price as well. So yeah, 70 to 80K won't be the price for sure. So you guys can tell me which phone you are currently using and whether you are thinking to switch to the Nothing Phone 1. Please drop in your comments which phone you are using and everything. Voltopia, yeah, even I'm thinking the same, like no one is coming, but no issues. Please, guys, okay, Volt OP, that's a really good phone. I have seen that phone previously as well. So I think it's really good with PUBG Lite. Played PUBG Lite on that phone. So yeah, I think Redmi 9A was really a good budget phone with a very good budget price. So I think yeah, it's a really good phone. And so are you thinking to upgrade to any other phone? Which phone are you thinking to upgrade to, if at all? So yeah, please do let me know that as well.
Give me all you've got if you're prepared to break the silence. I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees.
Yeah, Realme 9 Pro Plus, that is a really great phone. I've heard a lot of reviews about it. So how are you? Uh, is the camera good for you? Is it working good? I've heard there was some issue with the OIS as well. So are you facing any issues with the OIS, or is the stabilization good enough? Please do let us know in the comments so that everyone who might be thinking to buy a Realme 9 Pro Plus can get benefited from it as well. Hi Patrick, and yeah, Neuralink is actually a thing, and it is a lot of work is being put on it, and in one of the recent conferences, Elon Musk did mention a lot about it, like how they're working on it and what is their goal for the future. So I think yeah, it would be really a thing to program human brains and everything. So yeah, that is one of the things we can expect in future, like being able to program human brains and everything. So yeah.
As I'm so close to the edge. If you're prepared to break the silence, I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge.
So yeah, really the OnePlus 8 and the OnePlus 8 Pro, OnePlus 9, they're facing a lot of software issues after the Android 12 update, and they are even planning to move to the Color OS. So that might be a much worse case scenario. So yeah, nothing should be the answer to this. Like nothing should be the original OnePlus, which has launched way back in 2014. So yeah, we are expecting it to have go in similar line with the OnePlus. So yeah, you can expect a similar thing. Do let us know which phone you are using and which phone are you planning to upgrade to the Nothing Phone 1 when it launches in April or May. So it should be launching at around the pricing of 35,000 to 45,000. So you can take it for 40,000. I think 40,000 would be a good enough price for it. And we are expecting it to come with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. So yeah, these are some of the specs we already know as of now. And you can see this launching really soon, within a month or two. And today's event was more like a hype event, and it was more of a general update and nothing specific regarding to the phone except the Nothing OS. Yeah.
Give me all you've got if you're prepared to break the silence. beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees, and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge. Give me all you've got if you're prepared to break the silence. I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees, and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge. beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees, and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge. Can you show me how?
So guys, before you leave, I would like to just conclude whatever we saw today. So the founder Kalpi started with the investments which were made into nothing, the crowdfunding related investments as well, and they have raised a total of $150 million, and they will be using that amount of money to build nothing even better, and everything like a good operating system, good specs and everything. And they also announced the Nothing OS, and they announced how the UI UX of Nothing OS would look like, how futuristic it would be, and we are expecting it to be similar to the Oxygen OS, which we saw earlier in OnePlus phones, though which is now getting into a color OS. So yeah, if you are someone who is using a OnePlus phone right now and wants to stick to a Oxygen-like operating system, the Nothing Phone 1 would be a really great buy for those people. So please keep eye out for the Nothing Phone 1, and you can subscribe and like this video to stay in touch with the latest news of Nothing Phone 1. Apart from this, the founder even teased the usage of Snapdragon processor, and we already knew that it would be coming with a Snapdragon processor, as we got a tweet earlier. Yeah, so this was everything that happened at today's event. So Raffle, nothing as of now is invitation based. The OnePlus One did launch with invite only, but I don't think so. Nothing would be doing that. So OnePlus was launched with a limited funding and a limited overall building capacity, but I don't think that is a limitation with Nothing. Nothing has a lot of funding, it has a lot of manufacturing power, and it has a lot of brains, just like the founder Carl. So he has a lot of experience building OnePlus itself. So I don't think so the stocks would be an issue. So I don't think so it would be invitational. So yeah, that is one of the things. So I think it should be it should be selling a lot, and they would be planning for a lot of units previously as well. Even Nothing year one sold really well, so they might be expecting a similar trend with the Nothing Phone 1 as well. Also, we didn't get to see any news about the Nothing Year 2. If you were someone waiting for the Nothing Year 2, we didn't get to see or hear anything about the Nothing Year 2. What we can expect is that Nothing Year 2 might be launched aside the Nothing Phone 1 in April or May. So April or May is the tentative launch date for the Nothing Phone 1. So today was just a teasing, just a little hype creation, I would say. So nothing has been doing it for quite a long time now. So it all started with a tweet from the founder saying that they will be using Snapdragon, and we even got a tweet saying that he's going back to Android. So which basically mentioned this. So this was one of the leaked images of uh, people saying that this is the Nothing Phone 1 in his hands, but we are not really sure whether it is actually the Nothing Phone 1 or not. So you can see a zoomed in look, but we are not really sure of if this is really the Nothing Phone 1, but it might be Nothing Phone 1. So you can see this zoomed in version of it. So yeah, this was the Nothing Phone 1, and we are expecting it to launch in April, May, and yeah, Dhaval, it is expected to launch in April, but we can't say anything. Like, they might be even taking some time to create much more hype and then launching it a little later. Basically, they want to hit it right in the first time. Uh, they don't want to wait a lot of time for. So I'll show you a quick zoomed in version of this image as well, so that you can have a better look of what he's holding. So it looks like a phone, but you can't really say what it is. It looks more of a black back, and it is a real slightly different from what leaks suggested, like a transparent back. So we can't see that as of now. So if it comes in this design, the transparent design, do you think it would be great? I don't think so. We would be able to use Nothing Launcher on other smartphones, just like we couldn't use Oxygen Launcher on any other phone. So I think the Nothing Phone OS, the Nothing OS, would be one of the great selling points for the Nothing Phone 1. Just like a lot of people bought OnePlus phones just for the exclusiveness of OnePlus OS, it was even better than the stock Android OS. So similarly, you can expect Nothing Phone 1 to be sold on basis of the Nothing OS. So a lot of people are expecting that Nothing OS would be a real replacement of Oxygen OS, since Oxygen OS is already getting converted to a color OS theme. So yeah, a lot of people who are currently using OnePlus are expecting to switch to Nothing as a brand, so that would give them a much better value down the road. So is anyone of you here using a OnePlus device and looking to switch to Nothing just for the operating system? Please drop in a yes. It would help a lot of us know like why you guys are switching from OnePlus to Nothing just for the operating system.
How to fix this mess? I'm down on my knees and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge.
So guys, please let us know which phone you are currently using, and if you are looking to upgrade to any other device. And if you are looking to upgrade to any other device and want a suggestion and want a little help on which device to buy, then you can feel free to drop me an email at you can feel free to drop me a mail at this ID. And thanks a lot, Dawil, for joining in. And yeah, sure, Apple won't die so easily, but nothing would surely give a very tough competition to. Sorry for the low voice. Yeah, so Apple won't be dying so soon. It would be giving a very tough competition to nothing, and nothing would also be giving a very tough competition to Apple. So even Samsung is making their One UI a lot better now with the One UI 3.0. So I've been using One UI 3.0 for quite some time now, and I really feel Samsung has come a long way from the original TouchWiz UI they used to use before. So is any one of you here using a Samsung phone with One UI? You can give your review down here so that other users here can also get to learn and understand how Samsung UI is working these days. Yeah, that's a really great idea. You can surely start a Nothing fan page. A lot of people are interested in Nothing, and being its first phone, the Nothing Phone 1, a lot of people would be interested in it. Yeah, so that really sounds very interesting to me. And yeah, OnePlus is dead for sure. Like OnePlus is already dead, taking up the Color OS. And if they still try to move away from Color OS and try to stick to their own Oxygen OS, I think that would be still making OnePlus at a really great position, because the hardware-wise, the devices from OnePlus are really good. The OnePlus 9R was an amazing phone for an amazing price as well, and the cameras were not good, and they were never great with OnePlus. The cameras is always a low point for OnePlus devices. And coming to the cameras, even for the Nothing Phone 1, I'm expecting them not to be so great, since Nothing will have to cut corners somewhere, and most companies do cut corners on cameras. So yeah, what do you think about the cameras in Nothing Phone 1? Exactly, OnePlus fans are going to jump to Nothing for sure, just because of the operating system. OnePlus is now having a lot of issues with its operating system after the Oxygen OS 12 update. A lot of users have complained regarding that, and yeah, so I think that is one of the prime reason a lot of users might think of switching. And once again, if any one of you is looking to buy a new phone but are confused which phone to go with, you can drop in a mail, and yeah, I think a lot of brand are now partnering with the good camera companies just like Sony, even OnePlus did with Hasselblad. So all of these companies are doing that in order to make their devices more appealing. Basically, it is a marketing trick. You can even say that as a trick because they're tricking users that the branding would make the cameras better. But we saw that with OnePlus 9, even though it did had that branding, the device wasn't really that good when it came to camera. So yeah, yeah, even the partnership with Snapdragon and Google would be really great. Like, we are sure Snapdragon is making one of the best processors, and it's making them from quite long, and they are still the best in their segment. But yeah, there has been a lot of heating issues with the recent Snapdragon, like the 888 and the 8 Gen 1. They have a lot of heating issue, and there were some times when Snapdragon 870 performed better than Snapdragon 888. So yeah, these are some of the things I think Snapdragon need to work on. And yeah, if nothing OS comes and it is optimized well for the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, I think nothing would be able to manage the heating issues, and it would eventually make the chip even better for nothing for no one.
Give me all you've got if you're prepared to break the silence. I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees, and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge. Can you show me how to fix this mess?
So I would like to know, what do you guys think about Karpi leaving OnePlus and founding his own company, Nothing? So do you think was there some relation with ColorOS as Sumitra Devi suggested? Do you think that might be a reason for him quitting OnePlus and founding his own brand? Since what we have heard of him as of now from a lot of sources is that he's quite an enthusiastic person who is really into phones. So, do you think that might be a reason he chose to quit OnePlus and work on Nothing? So please do let us know, what do you guys think about this. And also, I would like to ask you one more thing. The render you can see on your display right now, how do you think this render looks like? The transparent back and the copper wireless charging coil visible. Do you think this design looks really cool? And do you think you should get a phone which looks like this, or would you prefer a traditional design better? So what do you guys think about that? Please do let me know in the comments.
Shine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees and I may fall.
Yeah, MI did really good while making transparent phones. And if you guys follow Jerry Rig Everything, he also does that transparent back kind of thing for most of the phones he uses for testing. Like he did it for Samsung Galaxy S8, I think, and the S8 really looked great with the transparent back. In fact, the copper coil at the back make the look phone a lot more appealing. So yeah, that is one of the thing. Yeah, that's really true. A lot of cost is associated when making a phone transparent, and you should also worry about making the components look good while you are making a transparent phone. Otherwise, there is no little point of making a transparent phone if internal component looks bad. So yeah, you will have to put in cost and put in a lot of design while making a transparent phone. But the copper coil you could see here really looks great. And yeah,
Give me all you've got if you're prepared to break the silence. I'll be out in the sunshine.
so guys, please do like the stream and subscribe to the channel. And I keep doing these live streams every week. So please stay tuned for a live stream where we'll not only talk about Nothing Phone 1, but also with about other phones like other upcoming phones which will be coming hitting the market really soon. So please stay tuned to this channel and please don't forget to subscribe, like the video so that you are notified whenever I upload a video or whenever we have a live stream. It is really great to talk to you guys and get an idea of how you're actually feeling while using the phone. So that would be really great. And you guys can really drop down your comments on which phone you are using currently and which phone are you thinking to upgrade to. So nothing upcoming new launches. What we are expecting currently is that nothing would be launching their Nothing Phone 1. Along with that, we might even see the Nothing Year 2. So these are the two things we might be seeing in April end or May mid. So that is the expected launch date. We are even expecting OnePlus to launch their phones really soon in India. So OnePlus 10 Pro is scheduled to launch in the month of March itself, and the OnePlus 10 and 10R, basically the 10R, is expected in the month of May. So I think that would be also a competition to the Nothing Phone 1. So there are a lot of phones launching really soon, and there's a really tough fight for them as well. So please do let me know if you guys are thinking to upgrade to any phone and what are you guys expecting. Yeah.
My knees and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge. Give me all you've got if you're prepared to break the silence. I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees and I may fall you're prepared to break the silence, I'll be out in the sunshine.
I also wanted to share a news with you guys. Like, BlueStacks is one of the player to run Android apps on your PC. So they have come up with something called as Creator Studio that would let you guys make and like basically tweak your games, mod your games, and you can change the color, you can change the level logic and a lot of things like that. So do you guys think that is interesting? And that would be really great if a lot of users, you can basically mod the game you are playing, you can change the color, you can change the level, you can change the logical level, you can turn the 2D game into a 3D one using your own assets and everything. So do you think is that a good idea that BlueStacks is coming up? If you want a little detailed video on that, a short video on that with a lot of details, I'll quickly share the link in the chat. You can go through it. So guys, I've shared the link regarding the BlueStacks Player app that would let you mod Android games. So yeah, that is really exciting stuff. So that was it for today. Like, we saw a lot about the Nothing Phone 1. We got a lot of news about Nothing Phone 1. We got the idea when it would be launching. We already know what specs it might come with and what price range it would be coming at. So these were some of the things that we got to know today. And today's event was more like a news and a general idea about what is happening inside Nothing, and it wasn't really a phone launch. So guys, please, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed yet, do consider subscribing, as we are really close to reaching 100 subscribers, and that would be really great for me. So the Nothing Phone 1 will come with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, which would obviously let you play games in a very high frame rate. And Nothing Phone 1 should also come with the 120 Hz AMOLED LTPO display. So all the high-end specs and for a good killer price as well. So yeah, that is what we are expecting as of now. There's nothing concrete, as Nothing didn't reveal anything about the Nothing Phone 1. So everything we have as of now are rumors and leaks, but as and when we go further, we'll be seeing more about the device. So yeah, that is one thing for sure. And if you guys are interested in desk setups and everything, I have dedicated videos for desk setups where you can get some they are one of the best sellers from Reddit, and you can look at them and get some inspirational ideas, creative ideas. So yeah, please do check them out as well.
you're prepared to break the silence, I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees, and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge.
Thank you all for tuning into the stream, and I hope you really liked it and you got all the idea about Nothing Phone 1. So I hope you are clear with what processor it might launch at what pricing. If you still have any doubts regarding that, you can drop it in the chat and I'll quickly reply to that. And also please, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing, as we are really close to 100 mark. So yeah, please do consider subscribing as well. So I hope you like the stream, and please do tune in, please do subscribe, as we hold this kind of streams every week where we get to talk to each other and get to talk about tech every week. So that is really interesting. So yeah, please let me know if you have any doubts regarding the Nothing Phone 1. And yeah, and this design which you can see on the screen, it really looks excellent, as Indranil stated. That's a really cool looking stuff. It's just amazing. You can see how it looks. The copper coil on the back, it adds up to the look of the device. So yeah, that is one of the great features of this device. So yeah, once again, these are just the renders and not the real images. The real phone might look a lot different, but yeah, this is the renders we have as of now.
Give me all you've got if you're prepared to break the silence. I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees, and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge.
Yeah, Chuck, please. Yeah, you can tell me whatever query you might have. I'll be more than happy to answer it. So basically, we are done with the whole event, and we even had a conclusion for that. Still, if you have any questions, you can surely ask that to me. Yeah, I won't be a good person to tell you how to invest. Yeah, so we focus mostly on tech. So if you have any tech related, oh, okay, that's a good question. How to invest in nothing? So yes, nothing did open investment for crowd, but I don't think it's available anymore. It was available last year and start of this year. So yeah, as of now, I think you can't. As of now, you cannot invest into it. Nothing has already raised a funding of around $150 million. So I'm not really sure if they are still taking money from people or not. But yeah, that is something you'll have to check it up. I'm not the correct person to tell you about that. Yeah. No, I don't own Nothing Year One, but I had a chance to see them and have a look in person. Yeah. Saurav, you cannot buy Nothing stocks as of now since it is not a public company. It is still under the curtains, it is under wraps, and it is still not a public company. Once it becomes public, you can go and buy the stocks as well, but as of now, you cannot. So, guys, please do consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed yet, as we are really close to the 100 mark, and I'll surely make a video on investing in Nothing and buying Nothing stocks. So I'll clear up this confusion as a lot of you have that. Yeah, so Chakshak, the Nothing Year One does come with ANC, but for the price of 5999, the ANC isn't quite effective, and it tries to overpower the ANC, and it doesn't have that capacity to run ANC as other ANC devices. So yeah, that might be one of the reasons you might be feeling that. And the price of Nothing Phone 1 is expected to be around 40 to 50K, though this is just a pure, this is purely based on the leaks we have as of now. So it is expected to be around 40 to 50K. So that is what we are expecting. So it should compete with the OnePlus 10R, which might be launching in month of May itself. So yeah, both of them might be OnePlus 10R and the Nothing Phone 1. Both of them will be launching in the month of May. They should launch by May most likely, or April as well. So yeah, that is the tentative date. Yeah, 29999 seems a little low, considering that it might come with a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. And the cheapest phone we have with 8 Gen 1 is the Moto H30 Pro. So guys, you can surely tune into this stream like I do whole streams every week. You can come and we can have a chat. So Chakchak, how has been your experience with the Nothing Year One apart from the ANC thing? Because I've heard a lot of people complaining that ANC is not up to the mark, and there has been a lot of problem with the ANC as well. So if you could share your experience with Nothing Year One, and how do you feel about this company, and what were the alternatives you were looking at? Yeah, Carl is surely a genius. He was with OnePlus before, and he was the guy who built OnePlus, and we all know where OnePlus is today. So we are expecting a similar trend with Nothing as well. We are expecting Nothing to break the barriers and be one of the top mobile phone manufacturer, and even give very tough competition to Apple and Samsung. So that is what we are expecting. So yeah. So Chuck, if you could really give a short your user experience regarding the Nothing Year One, that would be really nice for everyone who is in the stream.
If you're prepared to break the silence, I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees, and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge.
Yeah, they should surely focus at sales service because a lot of new manufacturers do launch products at great prices. But being their first phone, a lot of manufacturers don't put in much effort into sales service, which is actually a very big point later down the road when you build up a brand. So yeah, sales service is a really important thing they should focus at. And Chuck, really thank you for the review. Yeah, we did read a lot of reviews, and yeah, your review does sound in line with that. The sound is really good. Yeah, even OnePlus Z was really good, and the Samsung bean-shaped buds are, I think, Galaxy Buds Live you are referring to. Even those are really good. They also come with ANC, but yeah, ANC for them is also not very powerful. Also, they do not have a great fitting as they are made up of very different design theme. Yeah, so they have a very different design. Yeah, Chuck. Even I have heard of a lot of scratches and a mess problem for the Nothing Year One, and a lot of people even stated that they got it all scratched up in less than a month. So yeah, that is a thing which is a little worrisome. But I've heard a lot of people using a case with Nothing Year One. So there are cases available in Flipkart. So I think you should also consider using them. That would be great. Thanks a lot, Chuck, for sharing that with us. Oh, great. Oh, okay, you are also using a rubber case. Yeah, so I think, yes, the scratch is the problem for it, being it a plastic case. But I have used some of the TWS which do come with plastic case, but they do not have that issue. So I think nothing should work towards that, and then nothing here too. Yeah, the scratched up case would look really bad. Yeah, so that is a real concern. Like, and people being earbuds, they'll be used roughly for short. Like you'll be popping them in your bag, or you might be carrying them in your pocket with your keys. So there's a lot of chance that they get scratched up easily. So I think nothing should take care of this in the next iteration, or it would be a really downside.
I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees, and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge.
I really like the M1 chipset, all the Apple Silicon that is being currently used. So I've got one 14-inch MacBook Pro with M1 Pro. So I got it from my office, but yeah, it is really great, and I really like how smooth it is. and I have some of my friends having the M1 chipset MacBook as well, so it really looked great. And if you try to compare the MacBook Air M1 with the previous cheapest Air MacBook, so that came with i3, and the jump from i3 to M1 is just like insane. You will experience like 10x faster performance. So yeah. So I feel M1 is a great step in that direction, like making Apple independent for sure. Like it is removing the dependency from Intel, and the binding of operating system with the hardware is another great thing that Apple is able to achieve with M1. So guys, please tune in for this weekend stream. We'll be having a stream this Friday as well. We'll be talking about Nothing Phone 1. We'll be talking about the M1 chips, the M1 Pro, M1 Ultra, and M1 Max. So these are the topics we'll be talking about. So please stay tuned for that. So to be sure that you attend that live stream, do subscribe so that you are notified of the live stream as well. Yeah, true. The design philosophy with Apple is really great. Like the every element they try to consider is really great. So yeah, that is one of the thing.
God, I've been so down. Can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am doubting on my knees and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge. you're prepared to break the silence, I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge.
So guys, I'll be ending the stream now, and I'll have a stream on Friday. We'll talk more about the Nothing Phone 1. We'll talk about the Apple M1 chipset, and we'll talk about some of the recent tech developments as well. So it will be at Friday at 10 p.m. So please do join in. Please set a reminder as well. I'll have the stream viewable from now itself so that you can set a reminder as well. So thanks for joining in, and yeah. Thank you all. Please do subscribe if you haven't subscribed till now. And yeah, that was it for today's stream. Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for joining.
Mess. I am down and on my knees and I may fall as I'm so close to the edge. Close to